Okay, so I'm here with Steve Hewlett, who's just given a really interesting talk about ventriloquism and the history of ventriloquism.
And Arthur Lager.
And Arthur Lager.
Yeah,
very
hello.
pleased to have you here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Dan, thank you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. You having a good weekend?
Well, I'm okay. I'm sat on his knee. That you're not sat on his knee, are you?
Oh no, but might be later.
I get all the dirty work.
And Steve, you were talking just now about kind of how you started in ventriloquism and that you contacted like many of the great ventriloquists, in the past, and they all wrote back to you. Can you tell us a bit more about, how you began and what it was that inspired you to become a ventriloquist?
Yeah, I saw a ventriloquist on TV, and from that moment on, it actually inspired me to want to learn. It was something I'd never really seen before, and so a guy on television talking to himself with a dummy. But to me, that looked really cool. It's something that he was getting laughs from, and I was always a shy kid at school. So this ventriloquist actually lived near me, so I asked for lessons and he taught me. So he gave me every lesson you could possibly need to be a ventriloquist, from learning the technique to writing scripts and dealing with hecklers live on stage as well.
Really?
So and picking the right puppets for your act, because it has to be the right character as well. And then so when I was young, I was learning and writing some material, and he would say you can't do wife material and husband and wife material when you're 15 years old. So he would take me through the process, and I'd learn all that as I go along, and then you learn your mistakes by going out there and doing it. So this year is my 21st summer season.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been doing holiday seasons and cruise ships and working abroad for many years. So it's been it's been a long time now, but it's 26 years as a ventriloquist.
That's phenomenal.
Is interesting. But the technique, how to be a ventriloquist, the technique was with me from the beginning. I was very lucky. You put your teeth together, your teeth, watching down teeth, and then your lips open your mouth, and you go, chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. Hang on, don't talk because you're going to throw them. They're going to look at you. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. Chickadee now. So the technique is there. Then you need to spend years writing the right materials. And see if you can do ABC with your...
AEC.
What's your name? Say, my name is Dan.
My name is Dan.
Yeah, he's got a nice smile, hasn't he?
You can't see your lips close it.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Yeah, good technician. Yeah.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
You know where you'll be good? On the radio. Yeah.
So how long have you been working with Arthur?
I've had Arthur Lager in the act for about 9 years.
Okay.
So the moment I swapped him for another dummy actually, because I wanted to try out a new character. I put Arthur Lager in. He stormed it, and it was a show I'd never had before. The reaction was phenomenal. So I kept him in ever since. So the other one was kind of sacked.
Oh, it's just gone.
Yeah, of course he was. Yeah,
oh dear,
it's me, isn't it?
Never been
Arthur
heard of.
Never turned back.
And Arthur, what do you like most about performing?
I like performing because in the audience there are ladies.
I thought you were going to say that. Oh dear.
Yeah, lady. I like ladies.
Only not been bothering anyone.
So I'm there behind the camera. I like her.
Oh, here she comes.
Yeah, there she is.
Here.
Hello.
Didn't you come fourth in Britain's Got Talent?
Yes, I did come fourth.
Not as much.
Did you? Yeah. Not first, not second or third. Fourth. Yeah, that was me. So, but fourth is great because why is it? Because he still needs to save up for that mortgage. Yeah, got to save for the mortgage. But
Did you win any prize money or you?
You don't win anything.
Oh, you don't?
No. If you don't come
dear.
first, you don't win anything. But what I've won is an army of fans across the UK.
Great, yeah.
And social media is just amazing these days. So people are asking me all over the country, even in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, they're asking when I'm going to be touring. So I'm now working on getting a tour around the UK next year.
Excellent.
So that's really what I want to put out there, is keep entertaining the families. And we had a good run on Britain's Got Talent.
Right.
I'd done the audition, semi-final and the final, and just being in the final was all I wanted. So I didn't really care where I came. If it was top 5, I'm happy with. So that's good. Yeah, we're very, very happy. We had a really, really good summer this year. So.
Excellent. And just you were talking about the sort of like being on cruises and things like that. Do you think that's where sort of the traditions of music hall kind of are kept alive these days? I mean, where do you see music hall or that kind of style of entertainment now?
You don't see music hall now. I mean, they do matinee shows. I do a lot of the Best of British shows, touring around for the generation that remember the music halls and want to see the variety shows. They're out there and they're filling the theatres, in the daytime, just where those audiences are. But to introduce it to a new generation of children and teenagers, Britain's Got Talent is the only way to do that, and it's updated music hall now. But if you want to see magicians and unicyclists, ventriloquists and comedians now, cruise ships is where they all are. You see music hall floating at sea now. So last week I was on a ship. There was a magician, there was a ventriloquist, an impressionist, a singer, and a comedian, and the people were there, and the theatres on the cruise ships are amazing. They're beautiful theatres, and the seating is just like a theatre at home, but
Wobblier.
it's very wobblier, especially in the Bay of Biscay we had last week. That was
really?
a shame, yeah. But the audiences are there. They're there to watch entertainment, and so cruise ships, unfortunately, it is where most of the audiences are. But it'd be nice to try and bring it back again. It's great to see Wilton's Music Hall alive, because I didn't, I've never seen it before, and to actually
your first time here, is it?
This is my first time,
fantastic,
yeah. And like the Brick Lane Music Hall, those sort of places. It's nice to hold on to all these memories. And I could feel the vibe today when I was on the talk. The people in there, you just feel a huge passion for they love tradition and they're holding on to that. And it's nice to have a place like this that holds on to those memories, And I've worked at the London Palladium four times, so this has got a nice little ambience as well about it. That when you step on that stage, it is different to the Palladium, but in a way, it's just music hall. I can feel the presence, of the music hall.
Fantastic.
It feels great. Yeah, really nice. Lovely place.
Thank you.
There's no ladies here though.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for speaking to us and for coming along. It's been really a pleasure to meet you both.
Thanks for having us. Thank you, Dan.
They shook this hand.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Dan.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.